Sing United. How you doing? Live from Blythe. Why have I never thought of that before? Live from Blythe. There's a hashtag in there somewhere. So it's Saturday night. We've just got back from Middlesbrough. I haven't been there for the Voice Day today. I am currently at the house of my mother and father-in-law whilst the birthday girl opens her presents. It suddenly occurred to me I have not done this week's rehearsal notes video, and I'm very sorry. I was being a bit busy with Middlesbrough, etc. So I'm going to do this live, get it on YouTube, get it on the website, and then have a curry. Why not? So this is what we did in week 2 of This Land Is Mine. We plugged the gap in Take Me Home, the opening version, which there was only about 8 bars that we hadn't done that in week 1. So Take Me Home opening version is done. Tick. Remember I said rehearse opening version, closing version separately, so you don't get confused when you've got the same lyrics but different versions. So Take Me Home, opening version, done. We then did a little bit of work on, so I've got my iPad here, make sure I'm right. We did a bit of work on We Work the Black Scene. We started at the beginning, the altos, soprano 1s and 2s, start the tune on that. You guys sing the first verse. A little bit of an unusual tune for those of you who care about music theory. I said it's based on what's called the Dorian mode. It's a pattern of notes that we don't necessarily use a huge amount in pop music. So some of the intervals were catching some of you out. So for example, at bar 34, we matter more than pounds and pence. I asked you to look at some of the notes in particular on that phrase because it's a little bit unusual jumps from note to note. So have a check on that. We did the first couple of verses of We Work the Black Scene, got about as far as about bar 40, and then we also did the choruses dotted throughout the song. Remember, I like to sort of give you the reference points to sort of break the song into sections and point out the bits that are the same. So the One Day in a Nuclear Age chorus, that first appears at bar 41. Then we looked at that section and how it reappears during the song. Some of them being the same, and then towards the end a little bit different. So all the choruses done, first couple of verses done in the first sort of 40 bars. And then I said, if you could have a look at the gaps for that for next week, that would be grand. Then we had a run of the Colliers, that earworm that is the Seth Lakeman tune, the Colliers. I just wanted to keep the familiarity with that up. That's going to be really exciting. You get more words right every time, which is always a good sign. So keep that ticking on. So Take Me Home, opening version, done. The Colliers is done. We also then finished the Collier Lad. We did the last verse of the Collier Lad and last chorus. They're the ones that are where the sort of main harmonies are. So that was bar 92 to the end. We did that where it starts, but it's very hard when you're paid by the yard. So we did that that end section of that, which meant that the Collier Lad now also done. Tick. Then we did a little bit of work. We dipped our toe, as it were, on the Recruited Collier, which I think is going to be a beautiful song. We did from the beginning of that, the alto 1s and 2s sing the first verse, and then they're joined by the soprano 1s and 2s in the second verse at bar 27. So we did that section. It's beautiful. The tenors and basses join in at 36, and we got as far as bar 43. So now they've got young Jimmy. Beautiful, beautiful music. So we'll look to do a bit more work on the Recruited Collier next week. So that's another one to look at. And then we did the missing sections of Take Me Home, the closing version. And I think you could really start to hear how stirring that's going to be. So yeah, we finished that. The bits we did, I remember my mother was smiling at bar 13. We did 13 to bar 20-ish, 89, 20. That section we hadn't done in week 1. And then we also did the second verse, which starts at bar 30. Now, the years have rolled by around me all the way until bar 46. They were the bits that we hadn't done in week 1. I remember that huge moment. I remember the face of my father, the big harmony at bar 39. Certainly one of the moments of the show. So that was done as well. So we have done totally Take Me Home opening version, Take Me Home closing version, the Collier Lad, the Colliers. So 4 songs completely done. We'd also, of course, for many of us, done Jarrow Song. I remember I said if you weren't in Sing United last term, please do a bit of extra work to prepare the Jarrow Song. So that would be 5 effectively done. We've done probably about half of We Work the Black Seam and probably about a third of the Recruited Collier. So doing a bit more work on the Recruited Collier, and we work the Black Seam next week. Also, some of us who've been in Middlesbrough today have done a little bit of work. We've started on the Miners Refrain and 16 Tons. And so those two will certainly be next in the firing line if you want to start having a look at those. So, rehearsal notes video done. Live on YouTube, it'll automatically go on. That's grand. Then I'll share it on the website. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm off to have a curry, maybe a glass or something. And I will see you. Thanks very much to all of you who came to Middlesbrough. It's been a lovely day. Nice to spend some time with you. And I'm trying to work out how to press stop on this, and I'm sure I'll work it out in a minute. See you soon. Bye.